Hey folks, Jason Lewis, candidate for Johnson County Board of Supervisors here, and I wanted to take a couple of minutes and jump in and talk to you guys about what the Board of Supervisors does and why you should get out and vote on June 7th. The Board of Supervisors is a 5-person board, and there are 3 seats open for election this time around. There are 6 candidates and 3 spots open, and not all the candidates are the same. And so you need to figure out who represents your values and get out there and support those people. So let's talk about what the Board of Supervisors does. There's some nuts and bolts kind of things, some meat and potatoes kinds of things, but then there are also some aspirational, changing lives kinds of things as well. So the Board of Supervisors has oversight of the court system in Johnson County. That includes juvenile justice, the county attorney's office, the sheriff's department. They also have oversight of the auditor's office, which does finances, elections, and real estate transactions, tax collection and assessment, parks and trails, emergency management, social services, mental health services. The sheriff, did I mention the sheriff? I think I mentioned it. Anyway, sheriff, ambulance, legal documentation, lots of different stuff. Road construction on an annual basis, and really importantly, land use in the county. We have a land use plan that really is a roadmap for us on how do we build and develop in our unincorporated areas. In addition to that, last year the Board of Supervisors distributed over $2.1 million in discretionary grant funding for nonprofit agencies that help people meet their basic needs. Last year, the Board of Supervisors actually also decided to vote and raise the minimum wage in Johnson County. And that's something that the federal government hadn't done and the state government hadn't done. And so now here we are, local government making huge changes for people's lives. That made me really stand up and take notice. The actual people who occupy the seats in local government are difference makers, and who they are really matters. What's next for the Board of Supervisors? What's next for Johnson County? If you ask me, we need to continue to fight urban sprawl. We need to draft a housing bill of rights that protects and preserves residential areas, natural resources. We need to strengthen child welfare and mental health services and the social services. Typically somewhere around 10% of the registered voters in a county actually go out and vote in these local elections. If we really want representation for all, we need more people to vote, and that means you have to get out and vote. I'm making this video in hopes that I can help you get started with understanding what is at stake, but now it's up to you. You've got to go out and learn about your candidates, you've got to decide who best represents your values, and you've got to get out and vote. Early voting is open now. You can go down to the county auditor's office on South Dubuque Street any day of the week during business hours and vote there. The election, of course, is on June 7th. If you have any questions, there's lots more information in the description below this video. And feel free to get in touch with me if you have any questions about where I stand.